Down in front.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live edition of high school sports right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. I'm Buddy Tarbotton, and tonight's game features the Middle Township High School Lady Panthers taking on a very formidable foe. It is the Malcolm X Shabazz Lady Bulldogs, who are ranked 8th in the country and #1 in the state of New Jersey. Middle Township boys and girls have both faced off now against the #1 teams. The boys a couple weeks ago took on the St. Anthony Friars, and now tonight the Middle Lady Panthers are taking on the Lady Bulldogs. Pass down low, out of bounds, as Zaire O'Neill tried to funnel the ball inside. First turnover of the game. Lauren Fields with the ball out top. She goes to the left side to Legler. Legler back to Fields. Fields puts the ball on the floor, assesses the defense. Back to Legler, left side. Lauren back to Lauren. Fields with the ball, one dribble, back to Lauren Legler. Legler inside to Holly McCaig, and that's another, that's the first turnover. Each team now has turned the basketball over on their first possession. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Zaire O'Neill passes to the corner to number 33, Nakisha Ratray. She knocks down the left baseline jumper. First points of the game. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. The Lady Bulldogs 2, the Lady Panthers 0. Fields to Legler. Legler down, right through the hands of Olivia Schwartz. And Middle Township now 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that is not the way Coach John Leahy for the Panthers wants his girls to start this game. Not when you're playing a team of this magnitude. Taking care of the ball is very important. And that turnover there was unforced. And right there, that was Deisha Jones dumping the ball down low. Zia O'Neill, check that, Teague. Nakaya Teague with the bucket. It is now 4-0. Lauren Legler with the ball, goes to the top of the key. Left side to Schwartz. Schwartz, three-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
One and done.
Rebound, Donia Kleine. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Teague crosses half court. Looks to go to the right side, changes her mind, goes to the left side to Ratray. Ratray to Kleine. Kleine back. And now Teague has the ball, and she will reset the Shabazz offense. Middle Township in a 3-2 zone. Trying to pack it in a little bit to see if, and there's a turnover. Created that time by Holly McCaig. The Legler, Lauren Legler, that's off. She rushed it. Teague was able to get out. The rebound goes to O'Neill for the Lady Bulldogs, and Teague brings the ball across the timeline. Top of the key, she goes to the right side to Kleine. Ball back out front to Teague. Teague to the top of the circle to Ratray. Ratray back to Teague. Teague tried to dump it inside to Ratray, but it was turned over. And here comes Middle Township. 4:45 to go first quarter. It's 4-0. Shabazz on top. Lauren Fields with the ball from downtown. Off the back of the rim, no good. And that rebound was corralled by Deisha Jones. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Teague resets the offense. Little dribble drive left, cut off nicely. Kicks the ball out to O'Neill. O'Neill turns it over. So now Shabazz has turned the ball over 3 times. And here comes Middle Township. Fields, center of the court. She goes right, finds Schwartz. Schwartz for a 3, off the back iron, no good. Legler, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Fields. Fields looks to reset. A lot of pressure from Teague. To Lauren Legler. Legler down on that right baseline to Juliana Rigitano. Now the ball goes inside, and McCaig falls down, and that is going to be another turnover against Middle Township. 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Lady Bulldogs of Malcolm X Shabazz 4. Middle Township has yet to score. And here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Teague brings it over half court, goes left side, down on the left baseline, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Dania Kleine, and it is a 3-point field goal, 7-0 now. Malcolm X Shabazz. Olivia Schwartz, another long three, and this time she rattles it home, and Coach John Leahy calls a quick timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to high school basketball and watching it, actually, right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. Out of the timeout now. The Lady Bulldogs inbound underneath the Middle Township basket, and here comes Teague. 7-0, we're at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. This is high school basketball, the Prime Events 18th annual shootout. And another turnover against the Lady Bulldogs, and here comes Lauren Fields. Fields crosses half court. Set in the Middle Township offense. But Teague does a good job in pressuring her and pushing her out further than she would like to be. Good pass from Schwartz inside to McCaig. She can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Lauren Legler, and a good pump fake. Legler draws contact. And that foul is on Zaire O'Neill. That's the first foul called here in this evening's basketball game, with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Lauren Legler hits nothing but the bottom of the net, pulls our team to within 3, now 7-4. Middle Township trails. Lauren Legler will get one more. And, rolls in and out, can't get that one to stay. And the rebound goes to Deasia Jones. Jones to Teague. Teague running the offense to the left side. Nothing there. She dumps it inside. Nice post-entry pass to Zaire O'Neill. Teague with a nice lob there on the left block, and O'Neill did a great job sealing, drop step, used the glass. 9-4, the Lady Bulldogs on top. Olivia Schwartz took the ball from Fields down on that right baseline. Tried to go around the Shabazz defender. The ball was flicked out of bounds. Fields will inbound underneath the basket, and she kicks it out front, gets it into Mariana Peterson. Fields attempts a three, no good. Haig inside, offensive rebound, left side. She can't get it to go. A lot of contact. Looked like a good defensive play that time by the Lady Bulldogs. 1:40 to play, 9-4 here in the first quarter. Shabazz on top of middle. Teague to the top of the key to Rattray. Rattray dumps it inside. Jones, no good. Rebound, Lauren Legler. Legler bringing the ball across the timeline. Goes to the left side to Lauren Fields. Fields back to Legler. Legler puts the ball on the floor, top of the key. She goes to the corner to Peterson. No good. Big weak side rebound by Olivia Schwartz, and Middle needed that basket. Schwartz corralled the rebound and then went strong to the glass. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. It is now 9-6. Middle Township trails. Teague with the ball, left side. She's going to take a three. No good. Hard off the back of the rim. Teague tracks down the long rebound. She's going to reset the Shabazz offense. Inside again. And the ball is flicked away. And Deasia Jones, who had the ball flicked away from her, then flicked it away from Lauren Fields. But it went out of bounds, and Middle Township will retain possession. It'll be interesting to see here what Coach Leahy decides to do for Middle Township. 36.8 seconds to go in this first quarter. Middle with the ball. Fields crosses half court. The possession arrow is in Middle Township's favor. Inside to McKeag from Schwartz. She can't handle it. We're going to have a jump ball. Good defensive play that time by Rattray. And Middle will inbound. 24 seconds to go from under their basket. Out front, Peterson. Good screen by McKeag. Fields. Right baseline three-pointer. No good. Middle does get the long rebound. Fields drives. And again, well, that ball, if there wasn't a foul to be called, it looked like it was at least tipped. Nonetheless, it will be Malcolm X Shabazz ball. And here comes Teague across the timeline. Top of the key. Little dribble penetration, pulls it out. They go back inside again to O'Neal. And they're going to call a foul. Lauren Legler will get whistled for the foul, and that will be the first team foul against Middle Township. Only 2 fouls called in this entire quarter. 1.4 seconds to go. Teague with the ball into the basket, flips it way out to half court to Kleine, and she tries a desperation shot, but Lauren Fields putting on the defensive pressure. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Malcolm X Shabazz 9, Middle Township 6, and you're listening to high school basketball right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. We'll be right back right after that. And here we are back at Holy Spirit High School. It's the 18th annual girls basketball shootout put on by Prime Events. Tom Williams does a fantastic job with these basketball tournaments. This is the premier in-season girls tournament in the state. And we have the #1 team in the state of New Jersey, #8 in the country, right now playing the Middle Township Lady Panthers. Inside again, and they're going to get Lauren Legler again, and the ball goes inside to number 21, Zaire O'Neal. O'Neal does a good job with a drop step. Lauren Legler picks up her second, team's second. O'Neal at the line. She knocks down the first one. She will get one more. 10-6, the Lady Bulldogs. Nothing but the bottom of the net again for the 6'1" junior forward. It's 11-6, and here come the Lady Panthers. Fields crosses the timeline. She goes down the right side to Schwartz. Back to Fields to Legler. Legler to the right corner. Back to Fields. Fields inside to McKeag. A lot of contact. She dumps it into Legler. Wise decision there. Middle brings it out. They're going to reset the offense. 7:20 to go. Second quarter, 11-6. Middle Township trails. Legler with the ball on the left side. Lauren dribbles, centers the offense, goes back to the right side to Mariana Peterson. Peterson from beyond the arc rattles it home. Big bucket. And Peterson pulls her team to within 2. 6:55 to play. It's 11-9. The Lady Bulldogs on top. Ball again on the block, dump it into, but now it's back out front to Robinson. Robinson gives it up to Kleine. Kleine back to Robinson. Robinson from 3. No good. Great job by Lauren Legler boxing out. And she corrals the defensive rebound. She brings it over half court. Finds Fields. Fields to the left side to Peterson. Peterson, good idea. Just threw it to the wrong side of McKeag. And then there goes Nakia Teague. And she lays it in and puts her team back up 4. 6:10 to play, second quarter. 13-9. Malcolm X Shabazz on top. Inside to Holly McKeag. McKeag strong to the basket. She can't get the ball to drop. Legler, offensive rebound, kicks it out to Fields. Fields, three-pointer won't go. Rebound pulled down by Jones, and they go to Teague. Teague brings it over half court top of the key. She sets up the offense. And Malcolm X inside again, down on the left block. They deny her. O'Neal has to kick it out. Teague has it. 3-point attempt. Left side at the top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Nakia Teague. 16-9. Malcolm X, Shabazz on top. Legler with the ball. To Peterson. Peterson inside to McKay. Strong move that time by Holly McHaig. She uses the left side of the glass, lays it in, 16-11. Middle Township trails, 5:05 to go, second quarter. Inside again. This is just a left block clinic. Zaire O'Neal scores that basket. And here comes Middle Township. Fields inside to McKay, nothing there. Oh, she tried to go high-low to Legler, but Shabazz did a good job in sliding down defensively and taking that away. And here comes Teague. Teague, dribble penetration. She gets in the lane, no good. Big rebound again. Zaire O'Neal. Another offensive rebound, another putback. And Coach John Leahy calls a full timeout with 4:25 to go here in the second quarter. It's Malcolm X Shabazz 20, the Middle Township Lady Panthers 11. You're listening to high school sports and watching it right here on Cape May County Sports.com. We'll be right back right after this. Here come the Lady Panthers. They inbound the ball. Lauren Legler bringing it up across the timeline. She goes to the left side to Peterson. Peterson back to the right side to Fields. Fields assessing back to the left side to Peterson. Peterson back to Fields. Shabazz in a 3-2 zone, excuse me. Back over to Fields, nothing there. Fields goes inside to Legler. Legler dumps it down to McKay. McKay tried, no good. Rebound goes to O'Neal, and here comes Teague. Teague to Jones, back to Teague, top of the key, inside to O'Neal. McKay forces her to give it up to the left side to Robinson. And it's back all the way over to Deisha Jones, knocks down the three. And now the Lady Bulldogs open up their biggest lead of the game, 23-11, 3:25 to play here in the second quarter. Middle Township needs a basket. They need to have a good offensive possession. And Mariana Peterson, nice move, but shoots an air ball. And here comes Teague on the run. They have numbers, but Robinson can't get it to go. Rebound Legler. And here comes Lauren Fields. 3 minutes to play, second quarter. Fields, right side. Flips it over to the left side to Peterson. Inside to Lauren Legler. Legler can't get it to go. Oh, offensive rebound. And right now, Middle Township can't get a break. A good pass that time from Peterson inside to Lauren Legler. Legler's shot rolled around and came out. McKay gets the weak side rebound. Nice pump fake, draws the contact. But her shot wouldn't go down. I mean, it was in the hole, then it popped out. She will shoot 2 free throws. She misses the first one long off the back of the rim. That foul on Malcolm X Shabazz was on Sestra Robinson. That's her first, team second. Just 4 fouls called. Each team has 2 team fouls so far here in the first half. 2:40 to go. It's 23-11. Back out front to Robinson. Robinson should reset it. Goes to the left side to Jones. Jones back to Robinson. Robinson goes to Teague. Teague looked inside, but Lauren Legler did a good job reacting defensively, and it's a turnover. Jones, lucky she didn't get called for a reach there. Now Lauren Fields with the ball. Center of the court, she goes right side to Legler. Legler down low to McKay. McKay, crisscross pass skip pass to Lauren Fields, and Fields hits a three-pointer, and that's a big basket. Middle Township desperately needed that. Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, 23-14. Shabazz on top. Middle Township trying to get another stop here defensively. In and out, big offensive rebound. Zaire O'Neal, again, she gets the weak side rebound, uses the glass, lays it in, 25-14. The Lady Bulldogs on top, 1:30 to play. Second quarter, Fields to Legler. Back to Fields. Fields sure take another, and now she's heating up. And that's what Middle needs. They need the junior guard to find her stroke, and that's 2 in a row now for Lauren Fields. It's 25-17. Middle Township trails, and there's going to be a 30-second timeout called by the Lady Bulldogs as Coach Vanessa Watson wants to make sure her team goes into the locker room with a strong ending to this second quarter. And we're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school sports right here on Cape May County Sports.com. All right, here we go. 1:10 to play. Shabazz inbounds the ball. Robinson crosses half court. She goes to the left side. See what play Coach Watson set up out of that timeout, and that wasn't the play. And there's going to be a turnover. Boy, there is nothing that aggravates a coach more than after you call a timeout to set something up offensively and you turn it over. That was an unforced turnover. Under a minute to go, 25-17. Here in the second quarter, Middle Township trails. They have the ball down on the left baseline, and Schwartz hard off the back of the iron. Robinson with the rebound, sure bringing it across the timeline. Now, dribble penetration, kicks it inside. What a nice drive and dish as she finds Atilia Butler, who lays it off the right side of the glass and in. And it's 27-17, 23 seconds to go. Fields tees up another one. This time, no, it won't go. And the rebound goes to Jones. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Will they hold? No, they won't. Three-point attempt by Diana Kleine. And they're going to get an over-the-back call on number 32. I'll tell you, Butler. That will be her first, team's third. And again, just 5 fouls called here in the first half, 8.6 seconds. Fields to Legler, back to Fields. Fields crosses the timeline, 4 seconds. Over to Legler. Legler from downtown, and it won't go. So at the end of 2 quarters of play here at Holy Spirit High School in the 18th annual Girls Basketball Prime Event Shootout, it is the Malcolm X Shabazz Lady Bulldogs 27, the Middle Township High School Lady Panthers 17. And you're watching high school sports right here on Cape May County Sports.com. We'll be right back right after this.
I do it all. Whether I want to or not, I do it all.
Go get some waters, please.
Like, here's the CD.
Please. Get me 2.
Yo, Darrell. Sit down. Come over here.
What's up, man? You all right? What's happening?
Hello, Mr. Burbridge.
Where am I going?
So you like my jokes today, huh?
These guys in line?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Senior.
Senior.
Really? You only ejected 1 guy last night?
Should have been 3.
You want that video? Because there should have been like 6.
Not 6. Should have been 6.
Yeah, you want to see the picture of Jose Valentin like this, ready to go after Trey Green? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you.
Or show it to him later.
Remember you said you want to see the stuff that I come up with? One card left. Mind you, he's on the bench. That's the one freeze frame I did. The one before that, he's like this.
You got it right. You got it right. Don't listen to him. You got it right. If it would have been more than that, Frank, we would have had a riot. Spirit High School, it's halftime of the 18th annual Prime Events Girls Basketball Shootout. Middle Township Lady Panthers trail the #1 team in the state, Malcolm X Shabazz, 27-17. But Middle Township did finish the second quarter with some positive momentum, so hopefully possession hour will be in their favor to start the second half, and they can carry that and try and get themselves back in the game. Joining us right now at the half is Darrell Shelton, one of the leading players, one of the guys that's one of the top players in the Cape Atlantic League, besides one of the leaders of the Middle Township Panther boys basketball team. And Darrell, here you sit tonight as a spectator, and I'm sure you're probably very happy to be sitting and watching after Friday night, that thrilling overtime unfortunate loss to St. Augustine, then that game last night against Wildwood High.
Oh yeah, there were two great games. The atmosphere in both games was amazing, so it was great to play in them. But I'm glad to get out of that with a 1 win at least. It was a tough game and all we lost, but it's nice to come here and support our girls because they support us whenever they can. And they're putting on a pretty good show right now, playing the #1 team in the state.
Yeah, they're playing tough. They're just having a couple of breaks, not going their way. One here, and that's the game of basketball. And speaking of which, let's go back real quick to Friday night and the game against St. Augustine Prep. For the first 3 quarters, basically, you were offensively, they held you in check. And then once you got your first bucket, you're able to reel off 9 points, including that big 3-point shot. With a scorer's mentality, I mean, you don't dwell when you're not scoring or you're missing shots. As soon as you get that next one, do you forget about the ones that did not go in?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't dwell on your last shot or anything like that. You just gotta keep the mindset you can score anytime you want. And my teammates help me out that they give me open looks and set me up with pretty good passes. So it's a pretty good atmosphere with our team. But yeah, David Sullivan did a great job defensively on me. I respect his defense a lot. He's a good player for Augie. But yeah, it was a good game, but we just didn't come out with a win.
Now, what was it like? I mean, I know it's a very electric atmosphere playing in that St. Augustine gym. I mean, that's got to add to it. You got to be able to really focus and block that out.
Oh yeah, the Richland Rowdies, they do a good job. They do their homework on every player. They got a certain chance for each player. I mean, it's all in fun. Nobody gets too mad about it. So it almost makes you a better player because you're more happy to play in an arena like that.
Now let's go back to last night's game. All right, overtime, 2-point loss Friday night. Then you come out last night, and I mean that was just an old-fashioned Wildwood High, Middle Township battle, the type that I grew up watching. Your father grew up watching. The Shelton, I mean, it was just. I mean, that's just wild. He doesn't get. At one point, that rivalry was unbelievable, and I mean, how fun was that last night? Knowing that you got family that played in that, when Wildwood was in the Cape Atlantic League, to be a part of that atmosphere.
It's great because you got like you said, you got bloodlines on both sides going back. You got the people that used to play in those type of games. They're in the stands watching all their kids or their nephews or whatever. It's great. I love what the coach, Mr. McCracken, is doing with the program. I think he's doing a great job rebuilding it from a couple of down years. It's great. The fans were crazy, a little too crazy at times, but it's a great atmosphere to play in, and they're bringing the program back, and I like that.
One of the things that we noticed, Brian and myself, when we were calling the game last night, I mean, that was a very physical. That was one of the most physical games that we've seen in a couple of years, and we talked about this. We talked about it with Tommy Fracco, your teammate, after the game. It was physical, but it didn't get out of control where it was dirty. It was just, it got a little chippy, then it was pulled back.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good, very hard fought game.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams, kids knowing each other on the team, it's gonna get pretty rowdy. Both kids knowing each other, but everybody's a good competitor on each team. It didn't get out of hand. There was no real fights. It was just good competitive basketball, and it's a good game.
Now, talk a little bit about Francis Christian and you know what it's like to play against him, what it's like to cover him, and I mean he's a special player.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a great player. We grew up playing against him ever since we were little, and he's always been one of the best around. It's great playing against him though because you'd rather play against good competition, and he does get his shots off, so you got to watch him because he's liable to shoot at any minute. But he's doing a good job there in Wildwood. He's one of the leading scorers in South Jersey, so it's really nice to play against him.
Now again, last night was another game. I don't mean to be picking on you, but first 3 quarters offensively, and then you got your groove again in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I guess some of the teams are trying to cut me off, I guess. I mean, but it's great our team has so many people that can score and can lead us to a win, like Tommy Fracco, Lamar Greer, Tomcat, even Michael Moore had a big game last night. But it's nice that I don't have to score every night like that. Anybody can do it, and that's why our team's been so successful.
And before I let you go, because we talked briefly about it last night with Tommy, I know with Tommy Fracco, with Tommy Fracco, Tommy Cadnoso, and yourself. I mean, you guys have been together for what seems like, it's been forever. I mean, obviously throughout your entire basketball career. And you had a very emotional night Friday night. Then you come back to play Wildwood at Wildwood, 2 tough road gyms to play in. And then on top of that, you have to deal with Tommy Cadnoso's grandfather. Unfortunately, he was a great man because I grew up with that family. And I was glad to see he made the Christmas tournament games. I mean, I thought that was really special. But for him passing away yesterday, and Tommy Cat having to go out and play and try and put that behind him. I mean, you guys seem like you really picked him up, and he had a hell of an effort last night.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a real emotional week for us with these 2 games, and then the passing of his grandfather. We're so close, though. I think we can carry each other through these type of games and these type of losses. So we keep each other strong, and we're doing okay right now.
All right, well, Darrell, good luck the rest of the season. I know we're going to be seeing you guys again because we have a tendency to show up in Middle Townsend's gym a lot, and I know it has something to do with the excitement and the character of the play. But good luck the rest of the way. We appreciate you joining us here at halftime, and we will talk soon.
Okay, thanks for having me on.
You're more than welcome. And that was senior guard Darrell Shelton of the Middle Township Panthers, and we will be right back for the start of the 2nd half of the Middle Township Malcolm X Shabazz game. Right here, you're watching high school sports on CapeMay-CountySports.com. And here we go to start the 2nd half. Middle Township basketball. Fields to Legler. Legler back to Fields. Lauren, Fields assessing what the defense is. Inside, nice, in and out from Olivia Schwartz out to Lauren Legler. Legler can't get the shot to drop. And here comes Malcolm X Shabazz. Oh, a very smart decision, and that would have been a great pass from Zaire O'Neill. She went low high, but unfortunately she lost her balance and shuffled her feet, turning the ball over, and here comes Middle Township. Lauren Legler, top of the key, over to the right side to Fields. Fields again, back to Legler, left side, back to Fields, top of the key. Lauren Fields from downtown, nothing. That was an air ball. They pushed her out beyond her range, although I have seen her make shots from that distance. And here comes Malcolm X Shabazz. Teague crosses the timeline, left side. She goes to O'Neill. O'Neill's showing a multi-array of offensive talents. She knocks down a 17-foot jump shot, and it's 29-17. Malcolm X Shabazz on top. Legler inside, over to Schwartz. Oh, in and out. That ball was down and popped out, and here comes the Lady Bulldogs. T, right side to Kleine. Kleine, dribble drive. Then she kicks it out. Oh, she kicks it out to Deasia Jones. I do not think Deasia called bank shot, but she will take it. That was a Crest Savings bank shot right here on CapeMay-CountySports.com. 31-17, 6:10 to go. Excuse me, 6:12. Coach John Leahy calls a quick timeout as he needs to settle his girls down. It's going to be a full timeout. And with 6:12 to go here in the third quarter, it's the Lady Bulldogs 31, Middle Township Lady Panthers 17. And you're watching high school sports right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. We'll be right back right after the back here at Holy Spirit High School. It's the 18th annual Prime Events Girls Basketball Shootout, the #1 girls in-season tournament in the state of New Jersey. And the Middle Township Lady Panthers are taking on the #1 team in the state of New Jersey, #8 in the country, the Malcolm X Shabazz Lady Bulldogs. And we're right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. Say hello to a couple of listeners that are out there right now. Don Horvath, Barbara Cressy, and Maggie Warner. Olivia Schwartz knocks down a big free ball. That makes Coach John Leahy look like a genius. There's nothing like calling a timeout as a coach, drawing up a play and coming out and having your team execute. 31-20, 5:42 to go. Third quarter. From downtown again. Big rebound by Schwartz. Jones couldn't get it to go. Here comes Fields to Schwartz to Legler. Legler for three. And Lauren Legler drills it home. It's 31-23. Middle Township, 6 unanswered points. So that timeout that Coach Leahy called appeared to be a very good one. 5:10 to play, 31-23. Inside to O'Neal. She kicks it across to Rattray. Rattray, big travel. Has a turnover there, and right now, Legler gives the ball back to Fields. Fields brings it across the timeline. Lawrence, center of the court, setting up the Lady Panther offense. She goes right side to Legler. Legler back to Fields. Fields assessing what's going on out there. She passes it over to Rigitano, who kicked it inside to Schwartz. Schwartz finds Fields back out top. Over to the right side to Legler. Legler to McHague. Fields. Oh, they're going to call. Fields tried a three-pointer, and 2 defenders for the Lady Bulldogs ran out at her, and Danya Kleine is going to be whistled for the foul. It's going to be her first, team's first of the second half, and Fields will go to the line to shoot 3. And the first one is short, off the front of the rim. And Middle not shooting free throws. They are now 1 of 5 as a team. And when you're playing this caliber, you have to take advantage. Yes, there is one more. Lauren made the second one. Everybody ran away from the basket, not realizing it was a 3-shot foul, as she was fouled on a 3-point shot attempt. And Lauren, short on the third one. 4:25 to go, 31-24. Middle now has scored 7 straight. They had trailed by 14, have pulled to within 7. And here comes O'Neal. She kicks it out to Teague. Teague, nice give and go. You talk about executing the 2-man game. Teague goes into O'Neal. O'Neal rolls down the left side. Defense comes to her. She kicks it back to Teague. The defense goes out. Teague kicks it back in. And O'Neal's able to draw the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was called on number 34 for Middle Township, Olivia Schwartz. That is Schwartz's first personal foul. Excuse me, her first personal, and the first team foul here in the second half against Middle. 4:10 to go. O'Neal knocks down the first. She will get one more. 32-24. Malcolm X Shabazz on top. And O'Neal again. What a talented player. And she is but a junior, a 6'1" junior forward. And she's got game from all over the floor on the offensive end and the defensive end. Legler over to Fields. Fields, center to court, back to Legler. 33-24, Middle trails, 3:50 to play. Fields, nice look inside. Oh, Schwartz can't get it to go. Teague comes up with the rebound, and she gives it up to Abdullah, who gives it back to Teague. Teague, top of the circle, setting up the Lady Bulldog offense. She goes to the right side. Inside again to O'Neal, and what a nice high-low as Jones finds O'Neal. O'Neal rolls around the defender, lays it off the glass, and Shabazz is again back up by double digits, 35-24. Fields with the ball, setting up the Lady Panther offense. She goes left side to Legler. Legler, top of the key, centers the offense. Back to the right side to Fields. Fields, seeing what the defense is giving him. Back to the left side to Legler. Legler, crisscross, skip pass to Schwartz, no good. Rebound comes off to Jones. Jones gives it up to Teague. Teague crosses the timeline. Teague taking her time. They are in no hurry. Malcolm X Shabazz, they're up 11, 2:35 to go. Tough move by Deisha Jones, but McHague comes up with the rebound from middle. Oh, that's going to be a tough pass against a team like this. And Teague, Kleine pulls it back out. Now Teague has it, top of the key. Middle turned it over, and Kleine almost went the length of the floor. But Middle got back defensively. Teague now, right side. Inside, nice pass. Oh, look at that. Block to block. Deisha Jones from Zaire O'Neal, or I should say Jones to O'Neal, 37-24. And the Lady Bulldogs have responded with 6 unanswered points. And Zaire O'Neal tried to defend that time. One of the few things that she has done wrong tonight. She has played, the 6'1" juniors played a heck of a game. It's her second personal foul, second team foul. 1:47 to play here in the third quarter. It's 37-24. Middle Township trails. Ball's inbound at the Legler, back to Fields, 3-point shot, no good. A rebound, O'Neal to Teague. Here comes Teague, bringing it across the timeline. She goes down low to Kleine, and Kleine with a power move on the right side. She took a Panther defender and the ball and put them both in the basket. 39-24. 1:20 to go. Here in the third quarter, inside, kick back out to Fields. Fields, little dribble penetration, can't get it to go. And Daniel McCann with the offensive rebound on the weak side draws contact. And Nakia Teague picks up her first. It's going to be the third team foul. Non-shooting foul. Middle Township will inbound the ball underneath their basket. 39-24, 1:10 to play, third quarter. Middle Township trails. Legler. Oh, McCann throws it away and going the length of the floor and Assistra Robinson comes up with this steal, takes it the length of the floor. McCann fouls her, and Robinson still scores the bucket. She will go to the line for one foul shot to try and complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. That was McCann's first personal foul. An interesting foul shooting form, I should say, right there. As Robinson put her left hand behind her back, shot the ball with one hand. It did not go in. 1:02 to go. Some substitutions for the Lady Panthers as well as the Lady Bulldogs. 1 minute to go, third quarter. 41-24. The Lady Bulldogs with their biggest lead of the game. Fields with the ball. She goes left side. Legler. Legler inside, out. Nice in and out pass that time, and Schwartz. Olivia Salvo did a good job. She got the ball high post, top of the key. She found Schwartz on the left side, and Schwartz knocked down the jump shot. Shabazz comes down. Kleiny, no good. Rebound comes down to Fields. Fields ahead to Schwartz. And the Lady Bulldogs putting a lot of pressure, but they're going to get Danya Kleiny. She gets whistled for her second, team's fifth team foul against Malcolm X Shabazz here in the third quarter. Lauren Legler with the ball, couple dribble penetration, gave it back to Schwartz. Schwartz goes down leap to Mariana Peterson, who throws it away, and there goes the length of the floor with the steal. Israel Abdullah, and Middle Township turns it over on the inbounds. 43-26, 1.4 seconds. It's going to give Malcolm X Shabazz an opportunity here. Foul was on Fields, her first, team's third. And they just do a little pick for the picker, and they dump it into Butler, who uses the glass on the right side, beats the buzzer. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Lady Bulldogs 45, the Lady Panthers 26. And you're watching high school basketball right here on Cape May County Sports.com. We'll be right back right after this. And here we go, starting the fourth quarter. Middle Township trails Malcolm X Shabazz 45-26 in the 18th annual Prime Event Girls Shootout. Driving the lane. Robinson, no good. Juliana Rigitano unable to corral the the defensive rebound. Shabazz inbounds out front, top of the key. Oh boy, nice pass. That was a great off the dribble pass from Robinson down low to Kleiny. Kleiny unable to finish. But on the weak side, Deasia Jones with the offensive rebound. She scores the bucket, draws the foul on Olivia Schwartz. It's going to be the second personal on Schwartz. Fourth team foul against Middle Township here in the second half. And at the line is Jones trying for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And the free throw won't stay down. It goes in and out. 7:31 to play in the game. Malcolm X Shabazz has opened up their biggest lead of the game, 47-26. Middle with the ball. Fields crosses the timeline. Almost picked off to Legler. Legler to Schwartz. Back out to Lauren Legler. Legler back over to the right side to Fields. Fields centers the offense. She takes it to the left side. Back to Legler on the right side. Back to Fields. Down to Schwartz. Schwartz back out to Fields. Fields trying to get some dribble penetrations taken away to Legler. Skip pass to Olivia Schwartz. Left baseline, and Schwartz knocks down another three-pointer. And it's 47-29. 6:42 to go. Fourth quarter. Middle Township trails. And they try to go inside. Middle Township, despite being down 18, still getting all over the floor, playing very hard like we knew they would. But unable, they come up with a turnover, but then a travel was called. Robinson to the left side to Rattray. Rattray, skip pass back to Rattray. No good. Fields tracks down the long rebound. She's double teamed. She is double teamed. And Shabazz still bringing on that full court pressure. Abdullah picks up the personal foul. That will be her first, team's 7th. So Lauren Fields will walk the length of the floor. She will shoot a 1 and 1.
I'm going to have him go to the concession stand.
Lauren knocks down the first one. 6:18 to go. It's 47-30. Malcolm X Shabazz on top. Fields' second one. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And that time an unforced turnover as Robinson, they pushed the ball down the right side of the floor. But Nakaisha Rattray stepped on the sideline, and Middle Township has the ball. Legler to Fields. Fields on the right side, assessing the defense. Back to Legler, left side. Lauren Legler, top of the key. Back to Fields on the right side. Skip pass to Schwartz. Schwartz. Coach John Leahy's lap. Olivia Schwartz from way out knocks down another three-pointer, and it's 47-34. Middle Township trails, and again, when Deisha Jones or Zaire O'Neal gets the ball down on the blocks, it's lights out. And that time Jones finished 49-34. 5:20 to go. Lauren Legler, top of the key. Goes to her left, pulls up, goes back to Schwartz, left side. Puts the ball on the floor. Pressure out, no good. Rebound goes to Rattray. Rattray gives it up to Robinson. Robinson crosses the timeline. Under 5 minutes to go. 49-34.
That's a grab.
And they're going to call that time again. Shabazz does a great job going inside, and their post players do a great job in recognizing when they have something. They either go block to block or they kick it back out. And that foul's going to be on number 34, Olivia Schwartz. It's going to be her fifth team foul against Middle Township. And Malcolm X Shabazz inbounds the ball. Here's Nakia T, top of the key. Sets the offense. She goes right. Little dribble penetration, pulls it back out. She goes to Jones. Jones back to T. T will set the offense again. Gets a screen from Jones. Back top of the key to Butler. Butler back left side to T. T uses a screen. And again, it's going to be a Panther foul. And that one is going to be on number Lauren Fields, number 23. Lauren picks up her second. 6th team foul against Middle Township here in the second half. Shabazz having a hard time getting it in, finally lobbing in, and Teague, three-point shot, no good. Big rebound. Oh! O'Neal couldn't get that to stay down, but Shabazz comes up with the offensive rebound. And top of the key, setting the offense is Robinson. Little dribble penetration. She goes around and one. That time she was able to get past Emily Ruski, who had checked into the game. She lays it in off the glass, does Robinson. Ruski picks up her first, team 7th. Robinson will go to the line to try and finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Just under 4 minutes to play, 3:59. Misses the free throw hard off the back of the rim. O'Neal unable to keep it, but it goes to teammate Atilia Butler, but she's tied up. Jump ball's called. Middle Township had the possession now in their favor. Fields crosses the timeline. She gives it to Legler. Legler, left side, right through the hands of Emily Ruski, and that's an unforced turnover. 51-34. 3:43 to play in the basketball game, and Middle Township trailing the #1 team in the state of New Jersey, #8 in the country, the Malcolm X Shabazz Lady Bulldogs. And the Lady Panthers have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. What a great learning experience they were able to take advantage here tonight. And at times, the Lady Bulldogs turn it over. Middle Township will inbound. Right now, it looks like Zaire O'Neill, she came up limping a little bit. They're going to sub for her. She had the wind knocked out of her, or she took a knee to the thigh. Lauren Legler with the ball. She skipped past down low to Rusky. Rusky back out the fields to Legler. Legler sets the Panther offense. Back to Fields, left side. Back to Legler on the right side. Legler to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Fields. Fields, center of the court to Legler, left side. There's nothing there. Legler picks up her dribble, goes to the right side. They dump it inside to McKeag. McKeag tries to drop step and use the glass, and she's fouled. That foul on Deasia Jones will be her first. It'll be the 8th team foul against Malcolm X Shabazz. 2:43 to play. It's 51-34. On the line, Holly McHaig shooting 2. She knocks down the first. And you're watching high school basketball. We're right here on CapeMayCountySports.com. Check out the website at CapeMayCountySports.com to see our schedule for future games that will be coming up. And the second one short. A rebound to Senya Williams. And here comes down the lane. Oh, she can't get it to go. As Robinson, rebound to Schwartz. Schwartz gives it up to Lauren Legler. Here comes Lauren. Again, defense. Malcolm X Shabazz playing tenacious defense. Back to Legler, right side. She dumps it down low to Schwartz, three-pointer. And Schwartz knocks down another three-pointer. It's 51-38. That's her 4th three-point field goal in tonight's basketball game. And that time, Deasia Jones shoots an air ball from the three-point land. But check that, Olivia Schwartz has 5 threes. 1:40 to go, it's 51-38. Middle Township trails by 13. Legler with the ball, right side. Picks up her dribble, goes inside to Schwartz. Schwartz, oh, she can't get it to go. Ball's loose. Olivia Schwartz picks up her 4th. And Deasia Jones, like the continent, goes to the line to shoot 2. Second one's no good, but Middle throws the ball away. We're going to have another jump ball. What a combo that Jones and O'Neill make for this Malcolm X Shabazz team. 51-38, 1:19 to go. Those two players are a force to be reckoned with, and they're both juniors. 6'1" juniors. Teague inside, oh, right through the hands of Naoya Alabakindi. 1:07 to go. Coming up on the 1 minute mark.
1 minute remaining in the fourth period.
Fields with the ball, top of the key. She goes left side. Fields with the ball. She goes to Peterson. Peterson, a little dribble drive in the lane, off the glass, no good. And Robinson gets the long rebound, and they're going to call another foul. And this one is going to be on number 33, Mariana Peterson. It's going to be her first, the 9th team foul against the Lady Panthers. Robinson will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. And some substitutions. 43 seconds to go, 51-38. Malcolm X Shabazz on top. Robinson knocks down the first free throw. Sure get one more. That one does not go, and they're going to get Atilia Butler over to back, and that's going to send Lauren Legler, or no, check that, send Olivia Schwartz to the line to shoot a 1-on-1, and that will be the second personal foul on Butler. Both teams now with 9 team fouls, so we'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way with 42 seconds to go. It's 52-38. Middle trailed by as many as 21 in the second half, and we're able to cut the lead, get it back as close as 13 with the ball. Schwartz misses the front end, and the rebound comes down to Shabazz. Teague brings it over half court. Setting up the offense, she goes left side to Robinson, back to the top of the key to Teague. Teague, little dribble drive into the lane, dumps it off. Defense comes to Teague. She dumps it off to Maya Olokumbadi. 54-38. Fields for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Williams. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 3 seconds left to play. 54-38. Shabazz will inbound to Teague, and she will let the clock run out, and that is the end of the basketball game. And again, Middle Township, the Lady Panthers, taking on the number 1 team in the state, number 8, the number 8th ranked team in the country. And they did not come out here tonight and embarrass themselves by any stretch. The final score was Malcolm X Shabazz 54, the Middle Township Lady Panthers 38. And we'll be right back to wrap it up right after this. You're listening to high school basketball on CapeMay County Sports.com.